granted. A lot of women can conceive, and a lot of women can have numerous children and don't look after them. A lot of women have children out here and don't even be the mother to them. Only on Mother's Day, they said, I am a mother. But you have this lady trying for years to have a child and went through IVF. That's why more time I say allegedly IVF thing is a dangerous situation and a scary game, because what you think when you go to get IVF and all of these things, sometimes it's not the donor that you think. Sometimes you don't even know the donor. At times you don't know the health risk about the donor. Sometimes you only get a baby picture of the donor. So you gotta be mindful. Well, this is a mishap. We know that when it comes to a black woman, she can have many different color, many different races of baby, having it with just a black man. All kind of different babies. But we know on the other hand, when it comes to a white lady, basically they say they only could have one set, their kind. So infertility, fertility, IVF mishap. Listen to this one. Don't hear it from me.
Christina Murray's long journey to motherhood took a path she never thought possible.
I spent my entire life wanting to be a mom. I loved, nurtured, and grew my child, and I would have done literally anything in my power to keep him.
After years of fertility and IVF treatments, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy in December of 2023.
What was your immediate reaction after you gave birth?
I was happy. I was a mom. He was beautiful and perfect, but it was also very clear that something was wrong.
She vividly remembers the shock when she saw her baby for the first time. Whereas Christina is a Caucasian woman who chose a sperm donor with a similar appearance, the baby she delivered was African American.
An at-home DNA test result that January confirmed what Christina suspected. The baby was not hers. On February 5th, Christina's lawyers reached out to the fertility clinic, Coastal Fertility Specialists, informing them of the mix-up.
And just let them know, what the results were and ask for answers.
In March, Coastal Fertility informs the other couple their embryo was transferred to Christina, that family taking legal action to obtain custody. In a family court hearing that May, Christina decides to give up the baby voluntarily.
It's like the happiest day of their life. It's like the worst day of mine. So like everyone's happy.
So if the baby was Caucasian and the baby was mixed up, would she keep the baby anyway? Or is it because the baby is black, she doesn't want to keep the baby because the baby has nothing for her? So what did I say to you? A black woman can have many different races baby and keep them. And when a white folk have a baby and it's black, okay, I will hand them over. You would have to fight me in court for that, child, to be honest. So she just gave up the baby willfully. Why? Why not keep the baby until the court situation render out or fixed or battle out? Anyways, let's continue.
Joyous, and then there's me losing my entire life all at once.
Now Christina is suing Coastal Fertility Specialists in a complaint filed in a Georgia court.
Errors like this should never occur in a fertility clinic. This is the cardinal sin.
The actions of the fertility clinic have come very close to destroying me, have left irreparable damage to my soul, and ultimately left me questioning whether I should be a mom or not.
In a statement, Coastal Fertility Specialist says in part it deeply regrets the distress caused by an unprecedented error, adding this was an isolated event with no further patients affected. The same day this error was discovered, we immediately conducted an in-depth review and put additional safeguards in place to further protect patients and to ensure that such an incident does not happen again. Christina's attorney also says government regulation is needed.
Christina's situation at Coastal Fertility is just one example of the crazy mishaps that can occur at a fertility center because they are largely unregulated. There are no reporting requirements when errors are made. There are no random and unannounced inspections. There are no statewide or federally required certifications for the staff who work at fertility clinics.
As for Christina, her long journey to motherhood is not over.
It sounds like you haven't given up your dream of becoming a mom.
I have not given up. I have started the process over again with another clinic, and I'm hopeful that in the next year or two I can try again.
And Priya Sridhar joining us now from Savannah, Georgia. Priya, to put it mildly, this is a shocking incident, but I guess not entirely unheard of. How common is this, and is there anything that families can do to ensure it doesn't happen to them?
Yeah, that's right, Sam. You know, Christina's lawyer said that this is rare, but certainly not unprecedented. He's actually represented thousands of clients who were fertility patients at clinics across the country over the last 13 years, and they've had a variety of cases, including embryo mix-ups, but also freezer malfunctions that have caused embryos and eggs to be destroyed, or fertility specialists who have dropped vials of eggs and embryos on the ground. He actually thinks that the prevalence of these cases may be higher than we even know, because in Christina's specific case, it was very evident since the race of her baby was different from her own. And he believes that perhaps moving forward, anyone who has a baby through IVF will want to genetically test it to ensure that the baby is biologically theirs.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
And that is so disturbing and troubling that you have an IVF. Most of the time, you don't know who the partner is. You don't know who the person is. There was a situation over here where there was a lab giving away DNA tests, and most of the DNA tests were wrong. Most of the DNA went to the wrong person. Not only that, there was a situation again where a doctor do a fertility clinic, and he used his own sperm to have many of those children. And then you have the situation with the brats and Judy, where they went to go to a fertility to have a child as two lesbian couples. And when they went there, they claimed they were looking for a black man. And the only black man's sperm they stumbled upon was, they claimed he was a midget, too short. They never picked that guy. They never picked the black guy. They end up with two black women with a white child. So black people can take in the white child and love it like theirs. But a white woman have a black child and she give it up rightfully without the court battle in courts. Just to show you how far we're gone in ourselves, just to show how far we're gone to have light-skinned babies. This is how far we're gone to play God. Woman cannot conceive naturally no more. Woman needs these people who to play God, to give them a child, to go give them a lab baby when you don't know the side effects, when you don't know the situations. I can't judge. Some people can conceive and some people cannot. So I'm not here to judge, but it's disturbing and troubling that labs now want to be God of giving people's baby and have a mishap. It's dangerous and it's troubling. But what can I say? Peace and love.